This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for October 25th, 2022. It's currently August 25th, 2022, 9:08 p.m. That's Eastern Time. That's right, folks. That's 2 months ahead. We could go out as far as you'd like. It's the same system. It works the same. It works outside of time. In any case, so the overall theme and behavior for the day is the notable completion of a rally marked by a sharp decline through a critical a critical support level. Behavior around the high, we have out of the high we have a sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend, but it precedes a rally. The behavior moving into the low for the day, we're going to have selling from a near overbought territory. We're going to have selling from overbought territory on RSI, and that's relative to the RSI behavior of the S&P 500. And it's that science card again, guys. The science card is very critical level. Look at this. Look at this. Science, correlation. That's where it starts, I think. Science here, even. And then science here. I mean, man. The science. That's what? That's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that's like a lot of days in a row to be seeing the same card. And it's not just like we're seeing the same card, but it's in important correlations, important congruencies, like high positions or correlating to like the overview monthly. You know, there's just a lot going on there. All right, so behavior in the behavior in the pre-market. We have a notable move. It's an unexpected move to the upside. I'm advised around the open. There's a trade opportunity to avoid risk. We have a move higher through a resistance level right around the open, followed by a decline back down through that same price level shortly thereafter. A full retracement, basically. And in the first half hour, advised to be cautious. There's a rally that commences off of a trough at about 10 o'clock. However, that rally really doesn't last long at all. We break down around noontime. We break down through a diagonal trend line that we're rallying along with a fast sudden move to the upside, and then a breakdown through that that diagonal trend line, increasing volatility on the way down. So that's around like noontime, roughly, after multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance, and there should be a prominent crest in there as well. Interesting. So it's like sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend, but it's nullified because the halting of the bullish trend marked by a steep decline. It looks like that may end up being over, like at the very end of the day or overnight, because we have a high later in the day here. Night of Wands, full. It looks like we probably revisit the crest at that point. It's the 25th. When we look at the 1 month overview, we've got like two crests and two troughs. It looks like important highs and lows here in the last week. A lot of like swing back and forth price swinging, a lot of money to be made, and it fits pretty well with this. We have a notable move to the upside towards the end of the day. After off of the high around like 1 to 2 o'clock, there's a period of volatility with a fast sudden move to the upside that marks the high, but it's a period of volatility. So there should be a little bit of a retracement, and then around 2 to 3, we have a move to the upside that'll stand out on a one-day chart. Rally continues into the last hour of trading somewhere, and it looks like we break down towards the end of the very end of the day, or in the pre-market. It looks like a gap down on the 26th. I'm also there were some clear kinetics that came out when I was actually doing laying the cards. It was a ruin that had popped up, and it implies that there's quite a lot of price movement throughout the day today, or maybe it's at the end of the day. We'll have to see, but something to be cautious of. That's the S&P 500 for October 25th, 2022, my friends. Hit that like button if you want to see more of this. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends. I'm doing this for free because it's not about the money for me, it's about the exposure. I'm trying to show as many people as possible that anything is possible. Even the most impossible, far-fetched thing, like predicting the stock market using tarot cards better than any professional analyst ever could. That's what we're doing, and people pay attention to money. So spread the word, my friends. I much appreciate it. And when you make that money, remember the rule of karma. A little bit forward, pay it forward. A little bit, pay it back. And then the rest, you spend it. Make sure you spend it out of love. The universe will send it back to you tenfold in all directions. Later.